Chapter 13. So, compression does not help for that. No, she had to refocus herself. This was not her beloved mother. This was Lady Rosalind, not Afa. She had to focus. She already lost the first round upon losing her composure. She rebuilt her noble facade. It was just another noble meeting. She just had to smile. With her composure regained, she made her way inside the room, stopping just short of her supposed place opposite to Lady Rosalind's side of the room. She kneeled before her in the usual greeting pose expected from her, and gave her greetings. "Greetings, Lady Rosalind. I am called Rosamine. Seeing as I am of now not yet baptized, I cannot offer you my blessings. May I nevertheless offer a prayer in appreciation of this serendipitous meeting, ordained by the fruitful days of Shitsaria, the goddess of wind?" "You may." "O Shitsaria, may my gracious host of this meeting be blessed by your divine protection." She got back up from the ground and took the place Lady Rosalind offered. As she spied another look at her, she noticed Lady Rosalind had subtly moved one of her hands inside of her bag, likely containing face stones. Not good. Was she already on thin ice because of her loss of composure at the start? Or was it a greeting? Oh well, it was time to begin the dance. She waited for her host to begin. "I welcome you into my home, little Rosamine. I hope the trip here was comfortable." "Oh my, I cannot voice any complaints, Lady Rosalind. The trip itself, including the company, was a delight." Following this, they exchanged sweet talk about nothing at all. It was just the usual polite talk before the real discussion began, so she simply went along as was expected, smiling all the while and giving no answers. Finally, her host gave orders to change the tea they enjoyed so far, signaling it was time for real talks to begin. "I heard your current attendants at the temple are quite beloved by Conseil. Do you also share their passion for the arts, or is there another reason you choose them for your service?" "Oh my, I do indeed delight in the blessings provided in Conseil's domain, but my current attendants were graciously given to me upon my entering the temple by Lady Christine upon her return to noble society." "Why does she want to know about my attendants? I know they are gifted in the arts, but is that truly such a huge deal?" I see. So are you not particularly interested in Conseil's domain?" "They recently expanded my lessons to include dancing and harpspiel. While I quite enjoy them, I would not call this humble servant of the gods a follower of Conseil for now." Her host slowly sipped on her tea, a contemplating look on her face. She mirrored the gesture, sensed the expression. Her noble smile remained firmly in place. The new tea was quite good, she noted. "I heard the temple does face some hardships as of late. Have you had any troubles acquiring materials for your lessons?" "Oh my, Ordersnelly sure was busy, it seems. That our plight was even heard by our most distant of patrons, but I cannot say I was starved of opportunities to acquire what is necessary." Lady Rosalind tried to hide a small wince at her subtle dig about her lacking care about her daughter's life until now. Was it petty to remark on that? Maybe, but she could not help herself. The idea of a parent just throwing their child away was still a foreign concept to her, whatever the reasoning may be. "I'm glad you were not affected. Do you still enjoy your lessons?" "Still going on about my lessons? What's her deal?" "Why, I do enjoy them, seeing as I am a follower of Maschinora. I do enjoy her domain the most out of all of them." Me, having to call myself a follower of that... No. Focus. Oh yes, the former High Bishop was most enthused to highlight your blessings of Mashinora. To read and write fluently at the age of 3 is truly a remarkable achievement to be proud of. She knows about that? How much did the fake Santa report to her about me? My, I am most humbled at your high praise. What other melodies did he send your way, I wonder? I must confess, it is sadly not as much as I had hoped. Why, we had just started communicating more until he was called to join the supreme couple in the heavens. So she knows nothing more, or at least does not want to say it for now, huh? Yes, it is indeed a tragedy what has happened. Why, I remember him patiently instructing me in the dedication ritual just last winter season. He will be missed dearly. They both took another sip of the delicious tea. She was wondering what Lady Rosalind would ask of her next. Until now it was just useless information already relayed. She did wonder why she focused so heavily on her lessons, though. Was she probing how advanced her education was? Let us forsake Grammaritors dance for a moment, Rosamine. We still have much to talk about regarding your future. She simply nodded in acceptance. It was not as if she could refuse such a clear order from her host anyway. Then let us talk about the fact that the former High Bishop believed you have somehow expended your lacking mana capacity. May I infer how it came to that? I am sad to say I do not know more on this matter than you, Lady Rosalind. I only learned of this circumstance from your letter directed at me days ago. Her host seemed to mull over her answer before making her next statement. I see. Very well. We will simply have to make an appropriate test ourselves, won't we? Am I right in assuming you are accepting of this? Of course, Lady Rosalind. Damn it! I cannot refuse her, and she knows it. I can just hope whatever tool they bring cannot read my true capacity and I can trick it somehow. Her host clapped her hands in apparent delight, mentioning for her to follow, the servants moving to clear their now finished tea. She silently followed Lady Rosalind, who guided her to a room in the north wing of the estate. They stopped and she mentioned the door to her left. This will be your room during your stay. I dearly hope it is to your liking. She motioned towards the door further down the hall on the right. The door on the right leads to my personal chambers. They began moving again, entering Lady Rosalind's chambers. It was a richly decorated room, mostly held in pastel colors, with the odd painting hanging here or there. She spied an art station in the corner and a table with fabrics just beside it. Maybe it was for embroidering practice? Her host stopped again and turned towards her. Do not be alarmed. We will do the test inside of my hidden room. It is a place where we can talk undisturbed. She opened the door to her hidden room, guiding Rosamine inside. They arrived at a small table, and she was directed to take a place on the left, which she did. On the table rested a medium-sized box. It was already opened, revealing a golden crown sitting on cushioned fabric. The crown had multiple black face stones embedded inside of it. She vaguely remembered Ferdinand used something similar on Dirk in the past Vive. This one looked even more detailed than she remembered. This was bad, very bad. Now please sit still. I will place this magic tool on your head and it will adjust itself to fit you. Depending on how many of the stones will light up, we will know how high your capacity is currently. She did her best to compress her mana as tightly as possible. Maybe that would help? She was not prepared for this at all. Lady Rosalind took the crown and placed it upon her head. She felt the tool adjusting, a slight pressure now on her head where the crown should sit. She closed her eyes, praying to the gods she would somehow not do what she feared. The startled gasp and the receding feeling of pressure, followed by the feeling of particles falling along her face, only confirmed those useless gods were truly fucking with her for their amusement. She opened her eyes and looked at the gathering of gold sand in her lap. She had dusted the tool.